So yeah, the guy who invented dynamite and the guy who invented gunpowder, they invented those for industrial purposes and entertainment. Like gunpowder was for entertainment, dynamite was for industrial. They don't really know that the military it takes every like any technology. They can incorporate any. They can have a cat wired to listen. Like they put a chip in his brain and he'll listen to people, and then he'll go walk off. They can't get the cat to come back, but they can listen. So like SpaceX and Starlink, the military is definitely going to use that. So I was looking at Elon Musk like he's some kind of military industrial complex, but any innovator, like anyone who innovates in communication, like technology, like drones, anything, it's all going to military. So does that mean you shouldn't trust him because has ingenuity? And yeah, that means you shouldn't trust him because he has ingenuity. You, um, somebody said that evil has no ontology, but the capacity that you have to organize for future generations is your capacity. So the ability you have to be organized and prepare for the coming of future generations, then yeah, your capacity for evil, because evil means predecessor, early, or to go before. It has no ontology with all of the things that you have to know that people mean when they say it. So it's more important to know what they mean than it is to correct anybody on a word. Unless you want to be more specific, let's just say somebody says racist. You're like, how? Like, it doesn't mean I don't think that there was racism. It just means how do you mean? What do you mean? Because that's actually just an incoherent word that associates ism to race. So it's like fear of race. But that doesn't tell me what happened. It doesn't tell me what anybody did. So I'll be more specific, and because if you can produce evidence and proof, then I have to believe you. But it could be a long story. But sometimes, I think that a lot of the tangentials are long, winded. Like, you don't even have to listen. You don't even have to get the whole update. At a certain point, you don't have to be bothered with it anymore. You just can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And that's, simple. If you take both feet out and somebody steps in to your cipher, then you can check their stat. Yo, son, let me check your stats. It's not a gotcha. It's not like trying to juke, you know what I mean? Like, that's the whole point. Like, why would you want someone to set up a whole scenario for them to be the arbiter of something? Because you got to go through them now, of course. Like, they're the one that you have to check, cross-examine information and bring it back to them to make sure that it's, okay for you to disseminate. If you hear somebody talking like that on the street or something, just get away. But if it's a debate or it's like a job, or something, that's different. But somebody has to be paid. Somebody has to get paid, because those are the kind of conversations that ends up somebody getting fights. Bing bong, boom, 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 boom. I guess it's that important. You know what I mean? to get the perspective on the true version of compassion or something. Like, you have to get a perspective, and it's like spiritual, or you have to ask. So it might be spiritual, because everything that is spiritual, at some point in time, you had to do it. You had to double look over your shoulder, and you have to ask, is that, you know? And if it's something to revisit twice, then it is. Or, I mean, it might be. It might even, it's just that it might be. It just is. It might be. Do I look like a Borg alien right now? Just the collar and everything. Borg.